Hi everyone, welcome back to Dark Fantasy Therapy, and today we're gonna see together the 10 most expensive spirit ashes in Elden Ring. So don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and let's begin. In the 10th position with 106 FP, we find the Redmane Knight Ogha. That is this tall armored soldier that is both an archer and a melee fighter. He will start as an archer when you summon it, and he will have these two kinds of attack. One are generic arrows, and the second are these gravitational arrows that they cause a little explosion when they hit the target. And then if the enemy gets very close, he will engage in melee combat, and he will be very powerful as well. I like these spirit ashes because it's quite versatile. You can both use it as a bait for the boss you are fighting with, so just to to attract the boss towards hit shooting arrows and attack the boss at the back, or even just as a melee fighter, as a support, and it's very armored, so even when it gets surrounded, he will not fall that easily. In the 9th position with 108 FP, we find the Ancient Dragon Knight Kristoff. That is here just a melee fighter, but very tanky, very strong. He's very protected by the shield, and with the combination shield plus spear, he can hit the enemy without exposed part of its body to the enemy. Then he can cause some lightning attack. One that does it a lot, it will just strike will raise the spear to the sky, and will cause this lightning to hit the enemy, and he can even do it in succession. That's why it's very powerful. And beside that, as I said, it's very tanky, so when they get surrounded, or even in a duel against a boss, he will reveal to be very tough to beat. And if you need ashes, to spirit ashes, just to absorb damage and to hit very hard also, this is the perfect choice. Mad Pumpkin Head Ashes. Now, I will tell you right now, I think that this is the worst spirit ashes of this list. First, because it's supposed to be a melee fighter, but it's actually very imprecise, very not accurate. He will miss the enemy in close melee combat multiple times. You would see it's not that armored, except the head, but when gets surrounded, the enemy, it will be easy for the enemy to reach the back and the flanks of its body, causing to him a lot of damage. I understand it's funny because it's this huge giant with this causing bleeding weapon, but at the end, I just think that is not worthy the price. If for less expensive, we have definitely less expensive but stronger options. In the 7th position with the 113, we find the Omenkiller Rollo. In this case, I can tell you that I quite like these spirit ashes. The Omenkiller Rollo is the damage dealer. It hits very hard the enemy in the rapid succession and without letting the time to the foe to answer, to fight back. That's why it's very powerful. Be careful, but be very careful of it getting surrounded, because it's not made to absorb damage. You can even see it when you fight against the enemy itself. But with those dual weapon, it will make you bleed like a fountain, and it's very funny to see. And it will destroy the enemy very hard, but as I said, it's more a damage dealer, so it's not him protecting you, but it's you protecting him. The Blackflame Monk Amon in the 6th position for the price of 115 FP. Now we have here both a a spellcaster and a melee fighter, because he can use some magic linked to the ghost flame, to the black flame. That can be an explosion, it can be some shards, he can be even a kind of flamethrower, and is also a good melee fighter. It's quite armored, but yeah, be careful of it getting surrounded. And yeah, it's very powerful, very strong, versatile, precise, and it can even dodge in the proper way. So yeah, you can make a very good use of it, and I think for this price it's very nice, and in the boss fight it performs very well. Now, in this, the fifth position with the price of 118, we have the Dung Eater Puppet. That, I'm sorry, but I didn't unlock it because, I mean, it's linked to a side cast of Rani with the Seluvius. You have to give a potion to the Dung Eater, and then, you know, you will unlock this stuff. Otherwise, it will not be possible. That's why I cannot show it to you, because I don't have it in this run, but just for you to know that I mean, in this moment, at this point of the ranking, it's supposed to be him. In the fourth place, with a price of 122 FP, we find the Battle Mage Hugues. Now, battle mages, I think they are some of the most annoying enemies in the game if you don't know how to fight against them. When you learn some tricks, then it definitely got easier, but you have to be careful because they have many different spells, magical attacks, even at range, and even in close combat. They are not only very you know, hard hitting, but it's hard even to break their stance. So you cannot you know, just confuse them and then attack. It's not like with the other mages that yeah, you can break their stance and then it's easier just to get close. In this case, it's very hard. That's why even as Spirit Ashes, even resurrected, he caused a lot of troubles to the enemy. And honestly, I think it's a very good you know, cost effectiveness choice if you're deciding both to hit a bunch of enemy or a boss. In the third place of the podium with 124 FP, we find the Depraved Perfumer Carmaam. Now, I don't understand why this summon is here, at this level at least. It's not worthy at all. It's a kinda character in the way that he can dodge very well the other attacks. He can, I think, with the potion to heal himself, but beside that, it's quite weak. It's a little elusive, and it can cause this spread like with the perfumes. You can spread it around and cause damage to more enemies at the same time. But it's very weak. Many times it misses the hit, the target, it misses to strike, and so on. I really don't understand. I mean, it's not one of the best summoned here, so I don't get why they make it so expensive. Otherwise, maybe it would have been nice. In the ninth position, with a price of 127 FP, there is the Cleanrot Knight Finlay, another enemy that it can look harsh at the beginning when you make the first encounters, but when you learn the moveset, they are quite easy to, you know, predict their moves and to defeat them. In any case, the Ashes, the Spirit Ashes, is not good as one either, at least in my opinion, because yeah, very weird attack. It has this kind of magic that many times is the target. They can send this you know, golden order disc that just, I mean, it's rare for them to actually hit the target. And then even in melee, they are not that armored. If they got charged by other enemies, they will fall down very easily. They don't deal that much damage. So overall, very weird choice for the second most expensive summon, you know, Spirit Ashes at least in the base game. and in the first position of the podium as the most expensive spirit ashes of the base game, we find the Black Knife Tiche. That is basically this assassin that you have actually to fight in the moon altar of the quest of Rani. That it's very elusive. The move set is very hard. I mean, it's easy at some point to predict, but don't worry, it's not the same for the enemy, and it's very fast. So when they will try to hit him, they will just move around, disappear, and reappear at their back. It has a couple of attacks linked to bleeding, to the blood, so even quite range, and a move set very complete. It's very harmful, very hard to catch, and funny to watch. He will not destroy the enemy in the shortest time, but it will definitely win the fight in the in the long term. That's why I think that he deserves the place as the best and of course the most expensive spirit ashes of Elden Ring. Thank you for following me, and see you very soon.